Buddy, this is West Coast Fred. Welcome to another edition of Naked TV. So, this is going to be about a lot of stuff I've seen on Angel Rameriz Jordan's videos, man. Especially with his friendship with Crystal and Karazin. Not so much about her. Actually, nothing really about her. And maybe I might, a little bit, I have a couple other things to say about two other people's videos I've seen, which I've been watching. I've been watching Alpha Male Wisdom, Good Shit, new person I didn't know existed, which I do like her stuff. China Fox. Shout out to you too. This is more so about Angel Rameriz Jordan and the video that I had seen with him and him severing ties with Crystalline. And even further, I've been wanting to mention this before about when he saw this Google Hangout with Crystalline, Brooklyn Blue, and maybe a couple of the women that were watching. When I first saw him, I was, and he'll probably see this video, so I guess I'll just speak to him directly. I was like, Jordan, when I saw you, brother, I knew, okay, your channel was needed. It was positive. You're the antithesis. If Tommy Sotomayor is Venom, you are the anti-Venom. I'm using Marvel comic characters, but you are the antithesis to, in a good way, to Soto. But the only thing that never sat well with me is someone who champions too hard for females in general, because we find ourselves being used by women who have been hurt by men, or they're just on some I hate man shit, and I'm not okay with that, because eventually we find that guys like us can be used. Now, we're similar but not the same. I noticed that in your videos you learn something. You learn a valuable lesson. You learn that you cannot lend your support to all ladies. You cannot, and it's not always in your best interest to go at war with some men, or to even, because not all men are enemies, really. They're just complaining like the females complain. They're just complaining like the females are, and they've been hurt, they've been used and abused. They have good intentions, but maybe they don't have that game that maybe that their daddy gave them. So yes, they're on some I hate female shit. And that's kind of that's before they make a dedicated commitment to throwing all women under the bus. This is before, and those are the guys you war with online. So I'm glad that you understand that you cannot lend your support to every female, because they will not lend your support back. Not this kind of support where they'll go out of the whim to silence or get in the way at your defense to talk to some females online who really shit on us men. Now, how I relate to you is, now I used to make videos, kind of very condescending videos, back in the day. I want to say about maybe 3-4 years ago, 3 at the earliest. That was kind of in bad taste, and however, I'm not proud of it. I got rid of those videos, and I noticed that upon me changing perceptions and taking channels in different directions, I noticed that when looking at your video, I noticed with my own personal experiences with people online, I noticed in the Black YouTube sector of our community, when you personally, you go online, even on the phone, I've talked to people I've met through here on Skype or on phone, and when you hear the things that they say, you hear and you're sympathetic, and this is, I never really said this before, you listen to how brothers have dogged out females, sisters really. You've listened to how much venom and hurt in their voice. You hear the pain, and you hear what they say about these brothers. Even maybe your own sister, your mother, your friend. How we have dogged out and degraded and done all this stuff. But to turn around at the same time, you listen, you hear, you're patient, you're very understanding. You hear that. It does something to you. But here's where it gets very kind of goes for a turn for the worst for us. The things we get in return upon putting opposite messages, upon advocating publicly, telling off dudes, telling them not to go make a tirade and go to the direction of which me more so alpha male wisdom, like O'Shea Duke Jackson, like Obsidian Radio, like we all advocate. Stop making these damn videos and go with yourself and make do progression. Like, if it's really speak to black men, be progressive, with or without a female permission, approval, whatever. Just get your shit together. Just do right. What I notice is that, from my own personal experience, when I have listened, it's either the super sensitive females that eventually anything I would have said would have pissed them off. It's just bound to eventually piss you off. You're just so snappy and triggery. You're so sensitive as a black female. I was bound to piss you off, as one of my online friends told me. It's happened. And the thing is, and if you're watching right now, I know we talked I think 2 days ago. This has happened more than once. It happened about, I want to, probably 5 or 6 times. Not just once, but 5. Or when you, with me, and I'm a little different than you, Jordan, a little bit, because I wasn't the champion. I wasn't playing the big black knight in shining armor. I was playing the reformed brother who is in recovery mode and seeing the error of his ways. He kind of turned over me. I'm a little different from you. I used to compare myself to the guys that you are advocating against. But I'm not. It's not right to compare myself to them, because I'm not doing what they do. Neither have they questioned their own ways. And it's for the fact that you listen to the pain in their voice, and you tell them about yourself. You tell them about your stories and how you can understand the mindset of these brothers over here, because you used to be like that, good or bad, wrong or right. You just used to be like that. What I notice is that I guess maybe for some of them, maybe they saw the change of improvement, but they saw some of the old behaviors and thought patterns that I might have had in the past. But what I cannot understand is how some of you can be surprised about, and I'm not the only brother out here. I don't know why sometimes I'm treated as if I'm different than any other brother. But what I cannot understand is, if you know all these brothers are like this, and you run up on one or two as a champion, or you got one who is not, who changes his ways, or you get the one who's a champion of you, like Angel, then you turn around and throw this shit in his face because you don't have enough patience. Like, some of you don't have enough patience to just go, okay, why does this surprise you? Particularly for guys like myself, why does this surprise you? You know that you mention it all the time. You say you see the pain and damage our people. We're all mentally damaged to some degree. Why are you so surprised? eventually you talk to him. It's because you kind of see it. Because the thing is, I think what it is once you see the shit up close and have a brother admit it, is when you're like, and that's where it's like, because you see it from far away, or when you run up on it, it's with one person, and you ask them like, yo, but you meet a brother who's just like, yeah. Like if I was, let's say if I was on drugs, you see the, you see the, you hear my stories, you see my old crack pipes, you see the old drugs, you see the old people I used to hang around, you see the spots where I used to do my drugs at in the trap house, and it just shocks you because you can talk about all you want, but to be exposed to someone's past and the very present, or self-admit certain things, is kind of a little bit too shocking, especially when you say it so comfortably and so casually. I think that's what it is. What some sisters have a problem with me. With that said, so another thing which Angel, I know that I understand all too well is, well, no, I didn't understand. It took me a while, much like you. Some of these women on here are just like, and it took me a long time. The thing is, when you hear what some black women say about black men, I heard a lot of crap and shit. But at the same time, unfortunately, I would justify in my mind their stuff. Like, you could say almost damn near anything to me, and I wouldn't be fazed by it, because in my mind I said, that don't apply to me, or that don't apply to me now. It's him. It's not, I'm not liking it, it's him. But you kind of are kind of talking about me too. You're talking about me too, in a way, because you're some of you are just like Tommy. Some of you, you're just like Tommy. And I'm not saying it just to be like, ugh, just to be condescending. It's just like I slowly began to realize, is that, and I say real bad one. I Happy Hooker 88. I used to watch your videos back in the past. Some of you, you're real bad, and maybe even worse. I don't know, but you're up there with Tommy. There are female Tommy Sotomayors. I don't know any brother who's just as bad as Tommy Sotomayor, because others are a little balanced. They can go mesh on both sides, but just completely, I hate black women. Episode 708. It's some of I'm not gonna mention like one or two I've seen on here, like well, yeah, I dropped Happy Hooker 83, Happy Hooker 83, but there are two more of you were kind of like that. Like I get the vibe, like I've tried listening, but I'm like, I really get the vibe that no matter how much that I agree, confide, sympathize, understand, and agree with you, you're always going to see me beneath you, because either you've been hurt so much that there's no bringing you back, you can't be saved, or you've taken whatever advice or insight that was given to you, and you took that to a point where you thought you have a black woman as God complex, and we black men are degenerate men to you. And when you abuse that privilege of men who actually have silenced their voices and went into an enlightenment period in exile, or become a champion for you, you lose some of us. Just how you lost Angel. Just how, really, I've been reluctant to even make any camaraderies or friends with females, because in the past I did, Because that what I just been kind of like hoarding my own ideas. Because like if I do agree with someone, I'm been very reluctant to really be a fan of theirs in the cause. Just because I felt like I feel like or I felt a little disappointed after a while. I was just like, no, I understand that I'm going to get criticism, but what I didn't know is that the sympathy, the empathy and the sympathy and everything else that I would give towards that woman would not be given back to a certain degree. So I'm just like, okay, I understand that sometimes I will be used. I will be used for a time. I will be utilized as just as another brother for them to justify shitting on. Even after I've been so sympathetic, right? And they will discard me as soon as I say or do something that they don't agree with. Or if I'm not on board with everything that they say with this anti-male, black male rhetoric. I understand that we've done shit, but there is some of you that have no good intentions of changing your ways, even after you get some men to hear some crap we've put upon your sisters, our sisters, right? Like you have no intention of changing unless we're willing to be subservient or kiss ass. It won't do any good, because even if we're willing to do this whole simp role, we're gonna be on a losing streak anyway, because you'll discard us anyway. It won't be appreciated. It won't. Yeah, it's just that. So that's why I've been, just wanting to just make camaraderie with men, with other men. Just reach out to other black males and reach them. It's a little easier, and the criticism and judgment is a little fair and balanced, because we're men. We understand that we're going to have a little differences. The only time we become rivals is when we're trying to outdo each other. Other than that, it's pretty neutral. But yeah, just like just when I watch I don't know her name. I watch some of China Fox's videos. I like her words. I think she has great ideas. I like her content. But not that she's done or said anything bad. It's just that I'd be like, I don't know. Let me sit back, because the closer you get to someone, because what I find, because the thing is, what I find is that you can be friends with someone online. You take to Facebook, then you can go as far as Skype calling, become buddies and homies, and then up close, it's like, I don't want to talk to you, because you just don't agree, because it's just an electronic relationship. And that's why I've left a lot of emotion out. That's why I have not tried to purposely be friends with a lot of people online, even though I do like what you say. It's like the ones I know now, you're cool with me. It's just the other people I'm taking a step back to, sometimes permanently, with certain individuals. I understand that now. But Angel, I'm glad that you realized, because when you made that video with the severing tires from Chris and Harrison, I was kind of understanding the undertone that she's just like Tommy. Because, and if you're a female watching this, and if you are compared to Tommy, it's because, I guess in a lot of ways, you are. Hell, if any fan of Chris and Harrison starts to see this, the thing is, personally, I understand your story. I've been in your shoes before, a little bit. The thing is, I used to kind of compare myself to people like her, or a brother like myself. The thing is, I shouldn't do that, because I'm not like you. I did not monetize my animosity towards my race. I did not make a whole platform in trying to gain a whole audience to the point where I want to make money and get fans and get a website and memorabilia and t-shirts and merchandise. I didn't do that. But Tommy and Crystalline did. They're the same. The only thing is, Tommy is like a hard liquor. Crystalline is a mixed drink. And I know someone else like her too. Because y'all females, you are like Tommy. And a lot of you hate Tommy, but you're like Tommy. It's just the fact that you're female, so there's something sweet about it now. It took me a while to catch on, but you like Tommy. It's not like you like the men who go on your side and come to your defense. You throw them away as soon as you're done with them. You get rid of them as soon as they say or disagree with something that you really don't like, because we're not allowed to disagree with you because we're men. That's okay. You will lose all your followers. You will lose a lot of men and not question their ways as men. And this is a warning. I think we're starting to see that now, which creates the black MGTOW community. They're going their own way. They're not even dissing you. And I think O'Shea Duke Jackson kind of knows this too. Even though he hasn't said it. I think he would kind of agree with me a little bit. Yeah. Because I've seen he gets some good ass insight. Because so I understand. I'm not like those brothers, because I didn't make a whole platform to continue. I hate y'all. I hate y'all black bitches. Like, I didn't make that video. But I'm noticing, one way or another, we're starting to go our own way, or we're not going to be as generous with the support and the platform, the shout outs and the love. And we're not going to go to war to black. We're not going to go to war with black men all the time. We're just going to silently remove our support socially, publicly, and really latch on and join hands with men who, not even include sisters, just go along with the men who want to be progressive on here and put a good message out. And the good part is that we're not making videos shitting on our entire race, especially our women. 2, we're not dedicating the energy to it. We're making energy to shit that brothers and sisters wish black men did. But unfortunately, since all the female Tommy Sotomayor specifically, just them, all the female Tommy Sotomayors, unfortunately, since you have contributed to some of this hatred, unfortunately, in the last 7 years, according to Alpha Male Wisdom has been on here, because like the hate